This year has been insane for music, honestly. Some of my all-time favorites. I found some new artists, new albums, new songs, new everything. It's just been crazy. Today we're going to go over the top 10 singles because there's one more album I want to react to before I do my albums list, and that's Jaren's album, which comes out in about 25 hours or so. We're going to go through their singles for this year. And there's a lot of songs, like my top 10 list has changed so much, but I'm pretty confident in the ones I got here. So we're going to start off with number 10, which is Are You Looking Up by McGee. Now this song, it was my most played song of the year. I think I played it about 196 times or something like that, which I didn't even know. It's just, that's the thing about that album, that McGee album is so accessible. Has so much replay value. It may not be like the most mind-blowing songs ever, but it is like it's very casual listening. Like when it comes on, I'm not going to skip the song because I'm not like, oh, this is going to be a challenge to listen to. It's just so relaxing to listen to. And that's how I always thought about McGee's music. I've been listening to him for about 3-4 years now, and it's great to see him starting to blow up now. Yeah, that is our number 10 spot, McGee, Are You Looking Up? Also, the live version of this song is so much better than the studio version when he's on the train. Number 9, which is Texas Blue by Quadeca. Now, this is the closer off of the Scrapyard. You probably already know that, but an amazing show of vocal stacks because there's just so many harmonies and they bring in all these live instruments, and it's just, the track keeps building and building, and then it just fades. It's like, normally you have to do a fade right, and they did a fade right in this song because it's like the song couldn't really go anywhere else. It like reached such a good point. They're like, yeah, we're just gonna have to fade it off now. It was just a great way to end the Scrapyard series. And I saw in the interview he did with Turning the Tables that he might do another series like that, which would be really cool to see after Vanisher. And yeah, I'm just excited to see what he does on Vanisher as well. Anyways, let's get into number 8, which is Wave Pool by Dill. Now, Dill's one of my friends. I'm on the same collective of artists as him. If you haven't heard the song, go listen to it. Go listen to Holy Waters as well, and Bulldozer. All 3 songs he's put out this year have been really good. Holy Waters and this were like interchangeable for me. If it was earlier in the year, I would have put Holy Waters, but Wave Pool has just been resonating with me more. It's just a really well-written guitar, like it's like a ballad almost, with some like really cool sound design and some of his best vocals ever, especially on the back half of the song. So yeah, go check it out. Anyways, let's get into number 7, Icarus by Jaren. Jaren, Icarus. It's this like probably one of the best EDM songs of the year. I was gonna put Porter Robinson's Cheerleader up here, but I think I like Icarus more. Icarus has like this drop, the second drop in the song is just insane. I'm so excited for his album that comes out on the 27th. That's why I'm doing my albums list later. Yeah, so this, if you haven't listened to Jaren, please go check him out. He needs way more recognition for the type of music he's putting out. Like I think he could do venues and like huge shows if he just gets the right eyes on him, because his songs are just so emotional. It's on the same level of Porter Robinson for like emotional EDM songs. So the drops are just really good. The writing's good. The vocals are good. Jaren's vocals have gotten so much better over the last 3 or 4 years. His album he dropped in 2022 was amazing. Let's get into number 6, which was Does by Armand Hammer. The first time I heard this song, this was my song of the year for a long time, but it was like way back in like April or May or whatever. Doves is like an 8-minute hip-hop experimental. It's like just a wave of sound hitting you, especially towards the back half. It just gets really distorted and like some great soundscape. The way they play with sound, so strange but works so well. I don't know, it almost feels like you're on like a dirty block in New York, or a dirty apartment in New York City. That's what I imagine. If you watch the music video, that's kind of what it's like, but it's just such a triumphant, it's such a boundary pushing type of song, type of hip hop song. You don't just throw this on aux. If I threw this on the aux in the car, I would get kicked out of the car so fast. I would probably be walking home from there. But I don't know, it's just such a journey, such a good song to listen to when you're like late. It's like a late night That's kind of what I get the vibe from it. But anyways, let's get on to number 5, which is Never Tell by Luke Chang. Apparently he wrote this song. This was his comeback single after not putting out a song for 5 years because he had some like something wrong with his vocal cords or something. I forget exactly, but he has such a powerful voice. Like, it's not like he doesn't belt or anything, but he has this pocket. He's kind of like Wise Blood for me, where they just stay in this pocket that just sounds so nice, and his voice is just so smooth. But this song is just, it's like one of the prettiest songs of the year. There's these like beautiful strings that come in halfway through, and he just talks about what's been happening over the last 4 years, the pain he's gone through, him hoping that people are still going to be listening when he comes back. But yeah, it's just a beautiful song. Definitely go check it out. I think it's at like 12 million streams on Spotify, at 13 million. It needs to be way more than that. It should be his most popular song. It's so good. Hopefully he drops an album next year. I'm hoping he does. All right, let's get into number 4, which is Edge of the World Part 3 by Pon. Now, I heard this album when it came out by Pon. I don't even remember. I think it's just called Edge of the World, or Stung. It's called Stung, I think. It's just kind of a forgettable album, but this song on the album, my God, it is a journey. Like, the core melody of this song is just insane. Like, there's like 3 different sections of the song. The first half is just like the actual song. The back half is like this 2-minute long guitar solo, and the drums just go crazy. There's flutes. It's exactly my style of music. Just tons of layers, beautiful soaring synths, and like just production out the wazoo. It's just amazing. You definitely go check this one out. It's such a journey. A lot of these songs on my list, I'm noticing, are kind of long, especially towards the top. I prefer my songs to be over the 6-minute mark. Anyways, let's go into number 4, which is Wet Dream by Willie Rodriguez Was Taken. This came out December of last year. Now, I am counting Jaren's album as this year. That's only because I listened to it this year. I listened to this album at the very beginning of this year, and it came out Christmas of last year. So I'm going to count it as this year for Willie Rodriguez Was Taken. So Wet Dream, it's starting to get the recognition it deserves. I remember hearing it at the beginning of the year. I'm like, wow, this I can see this album having tons of streams on it. It's almost like a car seat headrest type thing, but way more distorted and like a lot more like kind of jazzy elements in it, or like theatrical elements, like very big moments. This song I've played so many times, and it's damn near 10 minutes long. Powerful. There's like 3 different sections. The last part is just so strong. Some of the weirdest lyrics ever, some of the strangest vocal deliveries, but it's just beautiful, powerful. It's exactly what I want in like a rock song, or like I guess it's like post-punk, or I don't know exactly what it is, but it's so strong. The whole album's really good. Definitely go check it out. I'm happy they're starting to get recognition, and their album's rated pretty high on Album of the Year now. But yeah, that is one song that I think will live with me for the rest of my life. It's so powerful. Let's go on to number 2, which is Death and Romance by Magdalena Bay. This was my number 1. If you go watch my reaction video, you'll see why. I thought this was just insane, especially the transition into Fear Sex. Yeah, just such a amazing drum performance on this song. The drums are just insane. The main piano melody is just disgusting. It's so beautiful. Mika's vocals are just perfect. No other way to put it. Perfect. It sits at the perfect length of like 5 minutes long. It doesn't overstay its welcome. Honestly, you want it to go on longer, and that's why it leads into Fear Sex, and that's the extension of it almost. And yeah, they just know what they're doing. It was a great year for Magdalena Bay. I'm happy this album is doing as well as it is. I'm performing on Jimmy Fallon, or was it Jimmy Kimmel? I forget. I think it was Jimmy Kimmel. Selling out tour, just having a great year. It was awesome to see. I just discovered them this year, obviously, like a lot of people have. But I'm happy to see the success of the album, because they definitely deserve it, because this is we'll save that for album of the year list. My number one song, and if you kept up with the reactions, you'll know what the song is Magician by Jordy Grape, which is currently my song of the decade. I don't even know what to say about the song that I haven't already said in the video. It's a masterpiece. It really is. All these songs on this list are a masterpiece to me. They're all 10s. But this song right here is, I don't even know. Like, first time I heard it, I got really emotional. And I do if I give it like a proper listen. But just the writing on this song is some of the greatest writing I've heard in it. How young Jordy Grape is, 25, and he's playing like this, writing songs like this, 12-minute songs like this. The outro is some of the best music I've ever heard, just in general. Just the arrangements, the middle section leading up to the end is insane. His belting in this song is crazy. Just if you've seen the live version of this song as well, it's just crazy how like one-to-one they get it. His live vocals sound just as good as the record, if not better sometimes. Man, this album also just has so many bangers on it. Holy Holy, in this, I was only doing one song per artist, but Holy Holy is probably right under this for songs of the year. They're like interchangeable at most points. I think Holy Holy is also like on the same level as Magician. Magician's just a little bit better. I don't even know what to say. Like, I think this is the best thing that he's done with Black Midi in the conversation as well. I think The Magician is his magnum opus, and I'm just excited to see what he does in the future. Yeah, that was my top 10 list. Let me know what your guys' top 10 songs are in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the album of the year list. Peace.